Do you wake up every day full of energy, enthusiasm and excitement for life? And if not, why not? And what are the things that cause us to have energy, enthusiasm and excitement? I call it the 3 E's, the only way to live your life. And of course, if you're healthy, fit and strong, it's very easy to jump out of bed with energy, enthusiasm, excitement because you've got the body that will allow you to do that. As human beings, most of us have to earn money. So if you didn't inherit money, so you don't have to work, is it possible that the job that you do now, the work that you do, the business that you have, should be the thing that drives you to wake up every day with excitement, enthusiasm, and energy for life? If what you're doing now isn't doing that for you, my question is always why, number one, are you doing it? But there's a great quote, do what you love or love what you do. So whatever you're doing at the moment, is it possible that if you wake up every day excited about it, looking forward to it, looking for the positives of everything that you do, that you're more likely to be really good at what you do? And if you're really good at what you do, is it possible that number one, you'll get paid more, you'll be more respected, you'll be more appreciated, or it will be really good for your personal self-esteem, I'll say and or, because if you've got great self-esteem, if you've got great confidence in yourself, is it possible that you're more likely to do great things with your life? So how do you make sure that you've got energy, enthusiasm, excitement, and that doesn't fall out of the sky in a pretty pink box or blue box or green box? You've got to create it yourself. People always say to me, when I'm motivated, I'll go and do. But is it possible that when you go and do, you become motivated? A lot of people talk about exercise. I've been an exercise professional all of my life. And most people say to me, I'm not motivated to exercise. But could it be the reverse? If you get up and do, then you become motivated because now you've got energy, enthusiasm and excitement literally flooding through your bloodstream. Because when you exercise, you produce all the chemicals inside your body that create a happy human being. Now, I'm standing here as somebody who's accused every single day of being ridiculously happy, unrealistically happy. You can't be that happy. But here's a great question. What if you could? What if you wake up every day healthy, fit and strong, you have a career or business that you love, you're financially free or you're on track to being financially free, so money isn't controlling your life, and is it possible that comes from being really good at what you do in your career, business or job? And if you have great people in your life. Now, if you've got a life like that, is it possible that you want to wake up every day? And then there's a great question, why would you want to retire? Because I'm an old lady, and a lot of people talk to me about retiring. What are you going to do when you retire, Rowie? Well, I'm doing what I love now, so why would I stop doing what I love? And there's a really important question. Whatever you're doing, should it be the driving force for you to get up every day? And when you have a look at the organisation that you work with or the people that you work with or the product or service that you're selling, should you be really proud of it? And as an exercise professional, it's been really easy for me because obviously my product and service is something that adds massive value to people's lives. And that in itself gives you the clue, the key to financial security. Because if you do what you absolutely love, if you keep getting better at it, so you're training and educating and learning, and your driving force is to be the very best at what you do. So when you walk out of your house at the beginning of the day and you're off to do the thing that you do to earn money, can you look in the mirror and say, today I look like the person who's the very best at what I do? I have done the training, education, learning, and I keep wanting to train, educate, and learn more so I can keep getting better at what I do. If somebody looks at me, would they think that I'm the very best in my career path? So whether you're a doctor or a lawyer or a landscape gardener or an artist or a dancer or an exercise professional, if people look at you, would they say, wow, they look like they are at the top of their game? If you walk out of the house like that, is it possible that, well, you've ticked those boxes, that you will add more value to your career path or your business? You will then have better chance of financial security. You'll have great self-esteem because at the end of the day, you'll come home and say, I've achieved today. I've done all the things that I love to do. I'm doing every day something that adds massive value to people's lives. I'm putting in 100% effort, which means I feel good about myself. Because how can you feel 100% awesome if you only put in 50% effort? And that's in every part of your life. If you put in an exercise session at 50%, how can you expect 100% result? If you put 50% effort into a relationship, how can you expect a great relationship? If you put 50% effort into your financial security and ongoing future where you don't have to worry about money, how can you expect that that's going to work if you don't put 100% effort into it? So the joy of being able to put in 100% effort doesn't again fall out of the sky in a pretty pink box, blue box, green box. You have to create it yourself. And that's where, for me, as an exercise professional, the simple message that I aim to get out every single day. Because I'll say again, people accuse me of being happy every day, and you can't be. It's unrealistic to live like that. But happiness is not psychological. You don't wish to be happy. You don't hope to be happy. It's a physiological response, a chemical reaction inside your body that causes you to feel happy. Now, the psychologists and psychiatrists and neuroscientists, they don't even like to call it happiness because that's all a bit motivational rah-rah. And I get accused of being a motivational rah-rah person. But my whole driving force is the physiology of feeling good, not the psychology. So if I put in 100% effort into an exercise session, so if I go as hard as I possibly can, my body produces epinephrine, adrenaline, cortisol to make sure that I've got the energy to do that. And you've probably heard this when you're in high school. There's a fight and flight system inside your body. It's the hormonal response inside your body that says if you're under threat, we have to give you everything you need. Your brain and endocrine system says we have to give your muscles and bones, your heart and lungs, every part of your body has to be ready to fight and flight. So we're going to give you everything you need. So cortisol amps up, adrenaline amps up. What that does is increase your heart rate, your blood pressure, your blood sugar levels. It shuts down everything that you don't need, enhances everything that you do need to fight the threat or to run away from the threat. It's called fight and flight for a reason. The hormonal system inside your body is designed that if you're under threat, you survive that threat. You thrive through the threat, and that's the big part of this. After you've overcome the threat, your own body says you need to feel fantastic because you're alive. So we produce dopamine, reward satisfaction neurotransmitter. Serotonin in itself is a satisfaction transmitter that says you've survived. You need to be satisfied with your life because you didn't die. Isn't that awesome? We have brain-derived neurotropic factor, which is fertilizer for your brain, so that if the threat's bigger next time or the stress that you're under is bigger than it was this time, you need to be better for next time. So your brain actually produces a fertilizer to make you better for next time. Your muscles and particularly your muscles in the myokine system, which is another part of the endocrine system, sends a message back to your brain, to the other surrounding muscles and to the organs of your body to say, we need to be better for next time, because if the threat's bigger, if this girl has to run faster, if she has to overcome the threat by killing it, she's got to be better for next time. He or she, by the way. So everything is designed, everything in our body is designed for us to keep getting better. So to survive any threat, to thrive after the threat, to get better and better. And then, of course, the human body is designed to reproduce. The human race is designed to survive, so you don't die, you thrive so that you can make more humans. Now, you might not want to make more humans, but here's an interesting thing. One of the beautiful parts of life is that process of making a new human. Now, you might not want to produce a baby, but that whole part of intimacy, if you don't feel good, if you don't have a stack of energy, if you don't like who you are, if you've got low self-esteem, if you're depressed or unhappy or angry or anxious, you don't feel like making a new human or going through that beautiful process. So what do we need to do? And I'm going to go back to energy, enthusiasm, and excitement for life. In whatever you're doing, isn't it possible that we need to do all the things required to survive a threat, thrive through the threat, so that we can do the cool things that we really love to do? And that's a very simple process, because the fight and flight system, the 100% effort system, is not about exercise as such. It's not about going to the gym. It's not about going for a run for half an hour. It's not about going for a walk for an hour. It's not about how long you exercise. Because if you have to get away from a threat, it's not about going for a long time. You've got to instantly get away from the threat, otherwise you'll die. So the fight and flight system inside your body is the phosphate energy system, which only lasts for 10 seconds. That's the immediate threat. So if somebody, a burglar jumps into your house, you don't say, excuse me, I've just got to do my warm-up and my stretches and then I'll run away from you. Your body gives you everything you need straight away so that you can go instantly fast. Phosphates or stored phosphates inside your muscle from the phosphate system so that you can fight and flight. So the ultimate exercise program, the ultimate way to inject energy, enthusiasm and excitement into your life is 10 seconds of high intense activity. 10 seconds in the phosphate system of getting puffed, lifting heavy, or a combination of both. Now your brain, your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, your joints, your every single system in your body is blind. It doesn't know what you're doing to get puffed or to lift heavy. It just knows that you're going at 100% effort. So the great question is, Rory, what kind of exercise should I do? And I've got two answers to that. What do you like doing, or what do you hate doing the least? Because your heart and lungs don't care how you get puffed as long as you get puffed. Your muscles and bones don't care how you get strong as long as you overload them. So whether you go to the gym and lift weight versus lift a rock or a wet log or a bag of books or a bucket of water, it doesn't matter as long as you're overloading your muscles. To get puffed doesn't matter whether you punch or kick or run up some stairs or run through some soft sand or skip rope or do jump squats or sprint on the spot. It doesn't matter as long as you get puffed, because when you get puffed, your body sends a message back to your brain to say we need to be fitter for next time. Your muscles send a message back to your brain we have to be stronger for next time. And it's only 10 seconds. So this thing about I haven't got time to exercise, I'm really sick of hearing that as an excuse. We've all got plenty of time to watch television, to scroll through social media on a screen. We've all got time to gossip and criticise, and I'll rephrase that. I don't. I have no time for any of that, but it seems that the world has got a lot of time to do stuff that doesn't add any value to the world. But that simple process of getting puffed for 10 seconds or lifting heavy for 10 seconds or a combination of both, so that your body not only can overcome that threat, but it thrives through the threat and becomes stronger, fitter, healthier, leaner, excited about life, enthusiastic about life, and you have a stack of energy. So that's how simple that process is. So, Rowie, how do I exercise? You're an exercise professional. What should I do? Pretty simple. Get puffed, lift heavy. Do it safely so you don't get injured. Obviously, it's short so you can't get bored. And do something that you love to do or you hate the least, and that's a really cool thing because a lot of people say, I just don't like exercise. Well, what is the thing that you hate the least? And most importantly, your attitude towards everything that you do in your life. So whether it's your career, your job, your business, your relationships, your exercise program, your eating plan, if you go into anything with a negative attitude, is it possible that you will have negative input and negative output? If you go into it with, I'm excited about this healthy mood I'm in, that's awesome. This healthy meal I'm about to eat. I'm in a great headspace for this awesome exercise session I'm about to do, 10 seconds of puffing. I'm in a healthy headspace because I want to add value to my world through my career path or my job, versus I hate my job, I hate Mondays, I wish I didn't have to eat this healthy food, I wish I didn't have to exercise, I hate being fat, I hate the horrible people in my life. Is it possible that constant negative input can only bring out negative output? So you'll never feel energetic, excited and enthusiastic about life. So it's easy for me because I've lived this my whole life. I'm in the habit of jumping out of bed with energy, enthusiasm, excitement because I'm healthy, fit and strong. I choose where I live. I live in the South Island of New Zealand. I've got snow-capped mountains behind me in the winter. I've got a beautiful fresh air and sunshine and cows and sheep and beautiful things to look at and rivers and lakes and mountains and just a beautiful place to live, summer and winter. But all of that is a choice. So if you're really good at your career path, if you're really good at your job, if you're really good at your business, you keep getting better at it, so you're training, educating and learning, financial freedom comes automatically. So whether you love your job now or not, it doesn't matter. If you put 100% effort into everything you do, is it possible that you can make more positive changes? You'll be more financially free or secure, or you'll be wealthy or rich if that's what you want. There's so many things in life that are a choice, and those 4 things, and I bang on about them every day: healthy, fit and strong, career or business that you love, be financially free and have great people in your life. To me, they are all a choice. They do not fall out of the sky in a pretty pink box or blue box or green box. You've got to make them happen. So I choose to be healthy, fit and strong. I choose to have a career that I love and I have my whole life. I choose to be financially free because it's a learning curve. You just have to learn how to do it. It's not that complicated. And I choose to get rid of the horrible people out of my life and have beautiful people in my inner circle. And even the horrible people that come into my life, I choose to appreciate them. Because when somebody's nasty or negative or they gossip or they criticise, now I know who they are. Now I know how to deal with them because they've revealed who they are. So life's pretty simple, isn't it? Wake up every day with energy, enthusiasm and excitement because you've got a healthy, fit, strong body, a healthy, fit, strong brain, and you can live your life to the max. Super duper doo, how are you? Living my life to the max. Woo!